Day 3 of our weekend trip to the Poconos. We were driving bright and early and we saw tons of turkeys. They're so cute. Today we went to the Pocono Tree Ventures. This is basically a park where they have tons of obstacle courses. At the beginning, you sign a waiver and then you get strapped up. We do a brief basically teaching us how to do the obstacle course. At the time that we did this obstacle course, it was about $50 per person. They have several levels for the obstacle courses, from beginner level all the way to a more harder level. The harder levels are a lot higher and they're more difficult. If you've ever gone ziplining, I feel like you could definitely do this type of activity. Actually, you do need some athletic ability if you want to do certain parts of the obstacle courses. In my opinion, none of the obstacle courses that I did were hard per se, but you do need to be able to lift your body up in some of the areas of the obstacle courses. It's honestly super, super fun in my opinion. To be honest, I am super scared of heights, so there were areas where I actually did find it very scary, but for the most part, I thought it was fine. In the last few levels, in my opinion, were where it starts to get very scary. I did every single level except the hardest level. They had 4 levels of difficulty based on color. I think it's worth a shot, especially if you've ziplined before. After spending a few hours there, we're on to our next activity. While we were on our way to the next park that we're going to, I admired the scenery. The scenery is so pretty. I really love nature, especially because I'm surrounded by concrete buildings. Finally, we made it to the next park, which is Column Seal Megalith Park. This park is pretty unique and pretty. They have a lot to see. The people who built this park believed that rocks were healing. They have several installations that you can visit, plus very beautiful flowers. I'm not sure how old this park is, but I found it very pretty and pretty unique, honestly. I thought it was very fun exploring all of the installments that we came across. I'm not sure that there's any historical significance, but it was nice to look at and take pictures in. All of the installments are actually pretty close to walk to also. Next, afterward, there is a chapel that we visited. It's really cute and looks like a small cottage. To be honest, I'm not sure if this chapel is used for the way that we know it, like weddings and stuff like that, but it's pretty interesting. We also went inside of the chapel as well. Based on the sign, the chapel was built in 1979, so I wonder if this entire park is relatively modern. Although I do like the historic looks and vibes that I'm getting from it. After that, there's a pathway where you walk up a hill and you'll see something similar to Stonehenge. I've actually visited Stonehenge in the United Kingdom, and this is actually very similar but much smaller. Stonehenge is an ancient world wonder, and it's so massive that you really can't take photos of it very easily, at least when I went. After posing with the rock formation, we saw this beautiful view of the trees. We decided to go down the short path to take a small short hike. It was very beautiful along the way. After that, we drove off and we found a pit stop of this beautiful lake. I rested here while my boyfriend decided to make videos with our drone. It's very pretty and peaceful over here. And then we're on our way back to New York, and then it started to downpour all of a sudden. Before heading back to the city, we had to get some Cracker Barrel. I really love Cracker Barrel. Believe it or not, it's actually cheaper than McDonald's, but the food is actually cooked. Most of my life, I've actually never even tried it. That's all for our trip to the Poconos. Tune in next time to see which country I'm visiting. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching!